Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are you...
It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Hey, Shion.
Don't!
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one then.
We better get a move on or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final master core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelagian, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Danans. Without them, making Pelagian half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelagian are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle? Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo! Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo! Maybe something's going on in the forest.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Well... Hey! Got it!
Huh?
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have.
Huh?
Well... Yeah.
No way.
Huh? Got it. Boomy! Boomy!
Heck? Are you stuck on that too?
No, really. I kind of see where they're coming from.
Oh, hey!
Seriously?
Well...
Well... Hmm?
Huh?
Huh?
That's just...
I guess...
Yeah. Law.
Yeah!
Huh?
Oh?
Oh, wow! All right! I wasn't expecting a thank you for that.
Maybe socializing with... People is helping to jog his memory bit by bit. You did good, Law.
Thanks.
Guess I misread the landing.
Discourteous, aren't you? Can you take it?
Lightning orb!
Lightning thrust!
Lunar plasma level!
Hitting pile
This one's all mine! Burn in hell!
shattering up pieces!
It's in the sky, it's mine! This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash, a merry distraction.
There's still more to go!
Shockwave flash! Demon punch!
Radiant stars!
Hitting pile drive!
Be still! You're mine!
Healing stars! Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Let's
See what you've got.
Destruction!
Denied!
Demon fang!
Demon flash!
Be still!
Into the sky!
Demon
Dispersion
fang!
out of here!
This one's all mine! Burn in hell!
Now!
Split it open!
Demons descend!
Flashing bang!
Easy! Way to go! Healing
Be still!
Dance in the wind!
Shattering
Do
up
it!
pieces!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Come and face me!
I can carve through armor! No further!
Mega ray! Do it! Dopamine!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
We're in good form!
A delicious piece of cake!
Destruction!
Radiant
Lightning thrust!
Wind astral
Destruction!
These ones can run rings around us! If it's in the sky,
Lightning
it's
thrust!
mine! This one's mine!
Too back!
Stand back! I'll chip it up!
Not a chance!
Only
Demon fang!
I can do this all day!
Demon fang!
Do it!
Trigger!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
You sure showed them!
All in a day's work. Damn it!
This will be a delicious piece of cake! Into the shadow here!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Stay
Done.
ready! You
I'll
gotta
leave it
jump
to
for
you.
cover, okay?
Be still! You're on! Shockwave flash! Demon! Try harder! My turn! Destruction! Dazzle! You're mine! Rising Falcon!
Position, precision, timing. All a perfect 10.
That's it? Nothing else to add?
You take meticulous care
Can't
of
lay a
your
finger
fire.
on you!
I prefer it that way.
Take it.
What about you?
Just watch and see! You're mine! You're mine! Escape!
Dance on the wind. Reflect on water.
Hear my call!
I'm ready! Still! Trigger!
Astral energy!
Say no more! That astral energy was incredible!
I gave it everything I had.
I'll take you all on!
I'm ready!
Destruction!
This one's mine!
Now you see what I can do.
Not in your dreams!
Strike!
Here I go! That shadow-wielding art? Now you mean everything!
I'm ready.
Dopamine!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Rising Falcon!
Certainly not.
An astral...
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Freeze Lancer! Let me help! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Lightning
Not a
descent!
chance!
I'll face you.
Lightning thrust! Mirage! Strike! Demon fang! Destruction!
Now!
Trigger!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Got a bad feeling about this one.
Me too. Better keep our distance.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Destruction! Armor won't save you!
It's a duel of the arts!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance. Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Leave the enemy like a job for yours truly!
No complaints here!
Here, let me help!
Okay, here I go.
Amazing.
Inferno turret!
Got it! Now my hands! Coming through!
Destruction! It's over! I owe you one.
Up and at 'em! Let's go!
Destruction!
Back into the fray! Steel sword! I can handle it! Dance in the wind!
Escape!
This one's mine!
It's over!
Feel!
Demon Fang!
Water! Hear my call!
Shattering the pieces!
Attack time! Healing! Flame of fury! With astral energy!
Demon Fang!
Negative dick! Resonate with the earth!
Demon Fang!
Let's get you all tucked away! Healing circle!
Really looks like
Hold
you
on to
can
your
carry
arms!
us through again.
Here I
You
come!
need to be careful. With the blazing
Wide
sword
open!
and with the
Escape
sword.
me!
Shield.
Laser spear! Here's the evil!
This isn't looking good!
Resonate with the earth!
If it's in the sky, it's
Destruction!
mine! This one's mine!
Take this!
Air pressure!
Not today!
Here goes! Take that!
Can't get out of this!
Demon Fang!
Air thrust! Photon blast! Raging
I'll
cascade!
grind you into crust!
Sleep
Take
now!
this!
I'll be saving this way!
Thank you! I can carve through armor!
Destruction!
Elusive deity!
Blended Flash!
Air thrust!
Demon Fang!
Raging cascade! Spread!
It's on!
Elusive deity!
Demon Fang!
Here, let me help!
Eat dirt!
First aid!
Here I go!
Here I come!
Shockwave Flash!
Lightning eruption!
Inferno turret!
It's Gemini Aqua! It looks like you got this one covered! Thunder Blade! Illuminate the sky! Holy lamp!
Demon Fang! Try this! Explosive ring!
Here! I'm out of ammo!
Resonate with the earth!
Demon
Anything in armor is all mine!
First aid! Lightning orb! Raging cascade!
Demon Fang!
It's weakened!
Explosive ring! This ends now!
Can't get out of this!
Take
Let's
this!
get you all tucked away! First aid!
Destruction!
Resonate with the earth!
Demon Fang! It's on!
In here!
Burn! Shockwave
Take it!
Flash!
You're mine!
Demon Fang!
Storm!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop me dying?
Denied!
Destruction! Demon Fang! Shockwave Flash! Try this! Inferno! Stay away from my friend!
You this
Demon Fang! Destruction!
So this help? Anything in armor is all mine!
Healing circle! Back into the breeze! Sleep now!
Now! While it's reeling!
Take it down!
Explosive
I
ring!
can do this all day!
Take this!
Not
It's
on
on!
my watch!
Burn!
Champion!
Demon Fang! Try this!
Healing arm!
Explosive ring!
Thunderblast!
Here I come!
Illuminate! Here goes! Flame! Reload!
They smite!
It won't end like
Burn
this.
up!
Forgive me.
I hope this
This is
medicine
mine.
Shockwave Flash!
Malevolent! Blah, blah, blah!
Explosive ring! Any more of this and I'll burn out.
Field! Lunar Annihilation! Searing flame!
Shattering
Reload!
pieces! Attack time!
Resonate with the earth. Try harder.
Amazing! How long to go now?
We couldn't have
In a
done it without
bind?
you, Vanilla.
Thanks! Come on! Let me get it! There and finish this fight! Here's a healing art! Wait, not on my watch! First aid!
Bloody holiday!
I'm
gonna need more of that.
Here's the supernova!
Explosive ring!
Where's that from?
Elusive deity! Heal away!
Thanks, Shia.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll be back. This one's all mine. Burn!
The fluidity of your music is simply incredible.
I never miss! It can't get up! There you go! Don't let out! I never miss!
Take this! I can carve through armor!
This one's all mine.
Execution! Resonate with the earth!
Demon Fang! You picked the wrong one. I'm ready. Still,
This ends now!
consider yourself finished.
On your knees.
I think I'm getting stronger. Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster. Yeah. Seriously?
Hey!
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
I always loved the sound of hammers banging the... way.
You can never be...
Good. This came out just the way I hoped.
Search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now. Ow.
Yeah, you've got a point, but...
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Very well.
Well...
Hey.
Pardon me.
What the hell? Do these guys not realize who we are?
Doesn't seem that way. I almost think we're just damning from the town.
Whatever's going on, these are Bull Run soldiers. Watch yourselves.
Take this! Explosive ring!
Not on my watch!
Your mother!
Illuminate the day!
The enemy moved on too.
You'll soon see about that!
I'm just getting started!
Ignite!
Do it! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Will this help?
Shockwave flash!
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too!
Rip and tear! Destruction! Demon Fang! Try this!
Yeah.
Hey.
You don't say. Well?
How?
Oh, wow!
So then,
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
abiding Renan hierarchy. Not me personally.
Well, either way.
Oh?
What? Yes!
Just great. What?
What?
Yes! Yes!
Nice.
Sorry.
Yes.
Just great.
White, soft, and fluffy items. Is that description supposed to be figurative or literal?
Let's check anything in the area that looks edible.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Ganeth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die. Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. At gave me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Danans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen, but treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Danans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
Think about it. Thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for... One.
be so. But I'll still take that burden.
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes, and yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganath Harros.
I know that. Our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shion?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself, okay?
Finally made it.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shot?
Don't get careless!
Don't tell me!
You got custody!
Begin! You require help! No further!
Darling! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! A merry destruction!
There's still more to go!
Demon Fang! You're on! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Demon Fang!
Resonate with the earth!
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact block!
A comfortable win.
Demon Fang!
Talon Storm!
Come and face me!
Are those arms even natural?
There you are! Demon Fang!
Magic! Does this work?
Demon Fang!
This world! Annihilation! I never miss! I'll tear you apart! Here's a healing arm!
Demon
My
Fang!
astral dance in the wind!
Eevee Snelling to me. Yeah! And pummeling to me!
Here I come!
Broken! This one's all mine!
Eagle Fly!
Ignite!
Do it! Glacier
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Can't get out of this!
Destruction! That shell's hiding something tasty.
Now!
We are freaking invisible!
Alvin and the others truly are. That's my cue.
Take this!
Shut him down!
Leave the chargers to me!
Shockwave slash!
Do it!
You made quick work of it!
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out!
As impressive as always.
Zeugle!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
There's the Zeugle we were asked to handle.
An opponent like this should be easy. Damn it!
Mega Ray!
Demon Disengage!
I'll heal you all!
Demon Pang! Try this!
Healing Steel Force!
Demon Pang!
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to get airborne. Get the blazing stuff.
Like a job for yours truly!
Then I'll split it open! Be my guest! Explosive ring! Be still! Rising Falcon! Shockwave Flash!
Glacial Spear! Here's
Shockwave
Evil!
Flash! Be still!
Freeze
You're
Lancer!
mine! Mirage!
Lightning Orb!
No!
Raging Cascade!
No further!
Now!
Remote!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
No complaints from me.
Choice. Demon Pang! The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Eat this!
Demon Pang! Try this!
Now I'm in the groove!
Zeugle! Blow them away! Now, take this!
Back in their defenses!
Glad you had your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Demon Pang!
Eliminate the blah, blah, blah.
Eat this!
Thanks.
Do it!
Why'd you heal me?
This could be useful.
Is that the Zeugle we're looking for?
An opponent like this should be
Here
easy.
goes! Challenge your dreams! Mega Ray!
Bloody howling! Resonate with the earth!
Healing Flame!
Stalagmite!
Thunder Field!
Destruction!
I'm ready!
Kitara Frozen!
Hammer!
My turn!
Flame of Fury!
Rising Demon Pang!
Here we go!
Flame inside me yearns to win.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Demon Pang!
Certainly not.
Resonate with the
Demon
earth!
Pang!
Stalagmite!
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Opponent like this should be easy.
Now
or never.
Here!
Can't get out of this!
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Renwell.
I'm not scared! I'm totally fine! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Here's a
My
healing
turn.
orb.
Blind to breathe.
What's going on?
Still. Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Stop me! Remind
Do
me
it!
to stay on your good side.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always.
Here I hope
Orange
you
Field!
No, I mean you're even better than ever. I've never
In an instant. Impact block. Not a chance. Mirage. Now I can let
Lightning
loose.
Orb!
Swallow dance!
This calls for a celebratory drink.
guess I misread the landing.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
Hi, Hoodle!
Anything in armor is all mine.
I never miss!
Come on, come on!
They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious.
Negative gate. Smash you!
Raging Cascade,
Resonate
here's
with
a
the
healing
earth.
breath.
Delight.
Now it's let loose.
Faith and blood.
Bloody howling.
Time to let it
I'll
rip.
heal you all.
You're mine!
Hit. More where that came from. Healing circle. Tempted
Explosive
blow.
ring! I'm ready! Coming through! Ha! Mount! Scarlet and...
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright... shiny mood.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Yeah. No. You did it!
Really?
Yeah.
What's gotten into him?
He says, instead of making a Zeugle sign, we should be making a Hoodles.
No way! All right. Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
Sorry.
Yes.
Ugh. All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There are Zeugles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
Yes.
What?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Phew. Good. Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, La.
You're welcome?
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid. What?
What's that noise?
Alphen, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganath Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cislodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must...
I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelagian seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on, we don't have much time.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird light shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 light.
Where are these Foreland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
We've reached our destination.
You see anybody around here?
No way.
All right?
Hmm.
You don't say. Stay calm.
Huh?
Good.
Sure.
Perhaps you shouldn't have gotten your hopes up.
I felt moved.
Huh?
Ridiculous.
Got it!
Right.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
Yeah!
Sure. How did it come to this?
You're a beautiful woman, Xion. That's a good thing, right?
Wait, Kisara. Hey, Kisara! How did it come to this?
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Right, here goes!
Illuminate the dance!
In a bind! Demon Fang! You're mine!
Where are you going?
Your reflexes will not serve you well.
Now, Zeugle! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble. There. One more. All
Dig it!
one by the
Come on, the healings of fury!
It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Demon Fang!
Freeze Lancer!
Dazzle!
Shattering
They
blade!
Lunar
I can carve through armor!
Destruction!
Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Indeed. Well, sort of. Actually, it's a family staple harkening back 8 generations.
Maybe you can just write all this down?
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
You picked the wrong fight! You're mine!
In a
That's
bind?
my cue!
Shut him down!
Let's get you out of here!
Resonate with the earth!
Leave the charge to me! I'll heal you all!
Denied!
Healing storm!
Thanks!
Armor won't
Come one, come on!
This one's mine!
Try harder! My turn!
Chocolate flash!
elusive deity! Hitting
I owe you one!
You're mine! Mirage! Try harder! You're mine!
We've turned the tables on them.
There is still one left!
Right, no time to hold
Now!
back.
Redwell! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory! Naturally!
Can't get out of bed!
Try this!
Resonate with the earth!
Radiant blast! Let me have it!
Denied!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
That astral energy was incredible.
I gave it everything I had.
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Danon master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Danon master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Danon techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then. This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Hi, Hoodle!
Demon Fang, try this!
You got healing me!
Explosive rip!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Feel you where you stand. Not today! Shockwave Flash! I'm ready! Not a chance! I'm ready! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Destruction!
Certainly not.
Lightning Thrust! Mirage!
Where are you going?
Destruction! Demon Fang! Crush! Destruction! I'm ready! Here I come! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis!
The heavens must be smiling. You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renins had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Out of our way!
This one's all mine!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Not today!
I can shatter any steel!
Freeze Lancer! We do it! Energy on! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory! Naturally!
Leave the trouble!
Shockwave Strike!
It's go time!
Do it!
Now!
Take this!
Raging! Do it!
Struck!
Alright, it's showtime!
Destruction!
I'm prison! Thanks for the healing.
Like we're gonna lose to Small Fry.
It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it.
Hi, Hoodle!
In a bind?
Demon Fang! Try this!
Burning strike! In here! Water! Hear my call!
No
Get out
escape!
of there with the
Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal!
Eagle line free! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
All in order.
They're surrounding us! They've taken too much damage!
Demon Fang!
Mind you is a
I'm not done!
In here!
Where are you going?
Demon Fang!
Now!
Mirage!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
You don't mess around!
Shockwave Strike!
Certainly not.
Eliminate the death!
Negative
Come
gain!
forth, aim! Holy
Here I
Red!
come! It's over! Demon
I'm
Fang!
ready!
There! Go! You're mine! Lightning!
Take this!
Downfall! I'll heal you all!
Dazzle! Luna Rondo!
Nail Struck! Hero
Rising
Circle!
Falcon!
Radiant ring!
Do it!
I'm not done!
Here goes!
Crush!
Am I on a roll or... Get lost!
Can't get out of this!
It's on! Ignite! Here I
This
come!
one's mine!
Demon Fang!
No way you're saving from me!
Explosive ring!
I never miss! Do it!
Got fire!
Dopamine!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
You don't mess around!
Certainly not.
I owe you one!
Gale
I'm
Force!
not done!
Dance in the wind! Not on my watch! Annihilation!
Never see what I can do!
Demon Fang! Try this!
Freeze Lancer!
Explosive ring!
Gale in the wind! Sleep now!
Stay calm. I shall provide it.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zeugle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
Get lost!
Demon Fang! Try this!
Come forth, a healing subfusion!
Negative gain!
Freeze
Resonate
Lancer!
with
Here, let me help.
You're finished! The blood inside me! Yours to be let free!
Do it! Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Leave the enemy's arcs to me.
Flaming thrust!
No complaints here!
Mirage! Destruction! We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Just what I need. Lightning orb!
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Well done.
You're mine!
As impressive as always.
This one's
And here I
mine.
hope there wasn't proof.
No, I mean you're even better than ever. I've never seen Sion.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet. To go.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Armor won't save you!
And again. Mega red. Holy
Try
red.
harder!
I can handle it. Here's a healing arc.
Mirage!
First
Infernal torch!
Go.
You're
It's over.
all mine!
Prepare to be sealed, oh sweet foot. Actually, perhaps sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Come on!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Well done.
Demon Fang! Okay, here I go!
I'm
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! My turn! Demon Fang!
Here I go.
Raging storm.
Here I come!
Radiant light. I see it.
Falcon!
My fists are crushing it out there.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Light astral red. Dance in the wind.
Here I come!
In here.
Come and face me!
Flame. I'll be ready. This way.
Dazzle! Take this!
Now you see what I can do!
Rising Falcon! Burn!
Here's a healing arc. Mind if I do?
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
you one.
Blow them away!
Will this go?
Not a chance! Mirage! Dazzle!
A banana. Let's go. Illuminated zone.
Here I come! It's over! Destruction!
Now.
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
I've used a bit too much healing.
We got some good equipment.
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegus?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissance, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
No, Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegus may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time. as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark. Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelagian.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... There has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the 2 of them have in common is that they're both Renins.
Okay, you 2. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course. Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Yeah.
Well... Right.
Very nice. Yes. Right.
Just a minute.
Great.
What?
Yes.
Great! Phew.
Hey.
No way!
Oh? Hey!
Sorry. How?
Amazing. Yes.
Hey. What?
Very nice.
Alpin! Shion's stuffing bread with mabo curry!
Now I can eat this every day.
Jeez, Shion, you're hooked on that stuff.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Did we really just spend that much money?
This shall suffice. Please, everyone, have as much as you like.
Okay, off we go.
Think we could take that one?
Well, if you...
This won't be... easy. Don't be such a peasant. If it's in the sky, it's mine. Sleep on protection. Go for the weak point.
Not today!
This one's mine.
Rising Wyvern!
Do it. Astral energy. Full throttle. A flawless victory. Naturally.
Elusive deity!
Healing circle.
Now you see what I can do! Away!
Lunar connection.
Flaming thrust!
Lunar blast. Back into the fray. Lightning orb.
Dragon swarm!
Thunderblade.
Resonate with the earth! Resonate with the
Fire
earth!
complete!
Take this!
Radiant
Here I come! Bloody
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Rising Falcon! Dragon Swarm! Air pressure!
Being interrupted.
I'm ready!
Darling! This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash! I'm ready!
There's still more to go!
This! Yours to be let free!
Holy Lord!
In your death.
Here I go!
That's my will! Illuminate the tornado!
Explosive ray!
Take this! Holy Land!
Stardust!
Radiant
Burn! Stardust!
Here's the
My armor won't save you! Resonate with the earth! Try this!
This one's mine!
Explosive ring!
Far enough!
Rising!
Here's the Arnex!
Rising Falcon!
Annihilation!
Splash! Captivity! Rising Wyvern! I'll blind you in the dark!
Here, let me help! First aid!
Bathed in blood! Rending you apart! Rising Falcon!
Spear! Here's the
Rising Wyvern!
Realize your dreams!
Stardust! It's wide open!
It won't escape me.
Rising Falcon! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Okay.
Here I go!
Magic is in!
You're mine!
Showtime! Here's a healing arc!
Take this!
Raging Hurricane!
Rising Wyvern! Take this! Here I go! Rising Wyvern!
Get on in there with
Take
you!
this! Stardust!
Now you see what I can do!
Execution!
Another incantation ruined.
Illumination! Holy Weather! Holy Land! Radiant I'm only getting started! Here I go! I'm on this one's mine!
Stardust!
I'll heal you all!
Where
are you going? Illuminate the dark! Glacial Spear! Holy Land!
You picked the wrong fight!
Resonate with the earth!
Rising Falcon! Try this!
I'll heal you
Infernal
all!
Torrent! Here I go!
Healing Illuminate! I owe you, Tion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
With the earth! Stalagmite! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Feelings of purity! Now strike!
Armor won't save you!
All disasters made one! Come forth the feelings of purity!
In a vine?
Rising Falcon!
I'll heal you all! Struck!
On your knees!
Here, let me help. All
The
disasters
flame
made
inside
one!
me yearns to be let free!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
Now!
Torrent! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
I'll heal you all!
Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern!
Lightning Arc!
Rising Falcon!
Death shall not. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Mega Ray! I can handle it! All disasters made one! Annihilation! Feelings of purity!
You're mine!
Eat dirt! Now!
Such unadulterated fury.
Rising Falcon!
This one's mine!
I'm nearly done for.
Disasters made one!
Is this it?
Forgive me.
This is mine! Radiant here! Here the healing arc!
Thanks, Sion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll be better.
Hurt! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Behold! Hear my call! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Inside me yearns to be let free! Prepare to be free! Rising Wyvern! Dragon Swarm! On your knees! Try this!
Let me help illuminate this first aid! It looks like you got this one covered!
No further!
Leave the charges to me!
And that's my will!
I'll smash you!
Far enough!
Rising Falcon! Still not done! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Falcon! Dragon Swarm!
Amazing! Not long to go now.
We couldn't have done it without you, Manuel.
Thanks! Come on! Let's you and me get in there and finish this fight! Lightning condensed! Flare tornado!
Portal Blade! Watch yourself!
Right!
Incredible power.
Hold on to your arms! Here I come! In here! Not in your dreams! All
You picked the wrong fight!
Ready and ready!
Helix of Purity!
Rising
First
Sun!
I can carve through armor!
Shrug!
Try this!
Take his hand!
Explosive ring!
Resonate with the earth!
Ready to go!
Stalagmite!
Far enough!
Illuminate
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Holy Land!
Flash! Rising Wyvern!
Healing Circle!
Strata!
Stay! Deathless Rage!
Why'd you heal?
To stop you dying?
Do it!
I'm ready!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Yeah!
How?
Huh? Well... Hey!
That was quite the little adventure we went on. Hello. I see. Oh. What?
Oh?
I see.
Yeah.
But why Volron's whereabouts? Don't they know where their own sovereign is?
Considering we've come across him the world over, he's likely been operating on his own for a while now.
Maybe even his own subordinates were just toys to him.
Right, here goes! Flaming thrust!
Everlasting darkness!
Negative soaring
Anything in armor!
Illuminate the dark!
Rising falcon! Dragon swarm!
Hear my call!
Try this!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit
Everyone,
still?
get back!
Sion,
It's
can
too
you take care of
dangerous!
them?
No sooner said than done! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
A whirling struggle!
Soaring light spear! Rising falcon!
Glacial spear! Here's evil!
Break this night!
Sleep now!
Can you take it?
Here's a healing art! I never miss! I only win! I can do this all
Rising
day!
falcon!
Now! I'll heal you all!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
Coming through! Lightning thrust!
I'm only getting
This
started!
one's all mine! Ignite! Catapult! Dragon swarm!
Hear my call!
Explosive ray!
Here's evil!
Lightning thrust!
Freeze blast!
Soaring light spear!
Raging cascade!
Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up!
Winds of heaven!
Take
First
this!
force! First aid!
Don't get complacent.
This will be a delicious piece of
Come
cake!
one, come all! Dragon you apart! This one's all mine! Explosive ray!
Thanks for the healing.
I'm ready!
Watch yourself, okay? This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! My turn! My turn!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Looks like it could be worth something.
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
La,
Yeah, we're getting close.
Little help! You all!
Soda! Eat dirt! Soda! You're mine! Rising light!
be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. Don't do that.
If it's in the... I don't feel like my usual self.
airborne
Are you alright? Sounds like a job for you. So sorry to disappoint you.
All disasters made one! Explosion! Now! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory!
Now we're not...
Naturally!
Everlasting dark! Rising falcon! Negative gate! On yours! You're finished! You're mine! It's time! Luna Rondo! Soda!
Nothing gets by me!
Luna Rondo!
Eat dirt! They're surrounded!
Here I come! Ignite! Dragon swarm!
I'll be saving this one!
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
Hold on
See
to
what
your
you've
art!
got.
Here I come! I never miss!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Far enough! Radiant!
Explosive ring!
Now! Bizarra! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! I'll take you all on! Now I can let loose!
Raging cascade!
You're mine!
Everlasting
Where are you going?
It's over! Negative gate!
Now!
This is fair, right?
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Right, here goes! Lightning swarm! It's on! Eat dirt!
Winds of heaven! First force!
Rising falcon!
Here's a healing here!
Swallow blade! Now I can let loose! Dragon swarm!
Annihilation!
Try this!
Lead the enemy's arms to me!
Explosive ring! No complaints here! Not again! Thrust! On your
Now! Frozen!
hammer!
over so soon?
Hey, look at that enemy!
This one will be difficult to predict.
Be still!
I never miss!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Soaring light spear! Rising phoenix! You're mine! It's over!
Another incantation ruined.
Portal blade! You picked the wrong fight! Rising water!
Illuminate the sun!
Dragon form! I'm ready!
Kikara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Do it!
No!
Law! Demon's Descent!
Flashing fang!
Here I go!
Can you take it? Take this!
We're in good form!
Thus our strength yet grows.
We made it to Cislodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be alright.
Same here. Now let's get moving.